Yo, what's happening? RC the Trackaholic from the Cide Show. I'm gonna let you guys know about our new sponsor. It's called NA11 Everything Rub. Okay, it's salty, tangy, sweet with the kick of heat. You can put it on anything. It's non-GMO. It's gluten-free. All you have to do is go to their website, na11everythingrub.com, and just put in your order. All right. You can put it on anything. You can put it on a steak. You can put it on ribs. You can put it on popcorn. I messed around, put it on my top ramen. It was kicking. And you just go to their website and put in your order. All right. Once again, NA11 Everything Rub. Okay. You got the regular rub, you got the not so spicy, you got the spicy, you got the marinade, and you just do what you do. Put it on things. Put it on something. All right. Once again, RC the Trackaholic. I'm out. Yo, what's happening? RC the Trackaholic, man, right here from the Cide Show. We just had Jay the Juggernaut come through here, give us some good game. He gave us some good music. You know what I'm saying? You need to check out that episode on Sideways Music on YouTube. You feel me? Tune in, check it out. The Cide Show, RC the Trackaholic, Jay the Juggernaut. Let's go. Yeah.
So tell me this, like your approach to the industry. Clearly you're doing well. I saw the numbers on YouTube. Clearly, it's a very short amount of time. I would say at first look that you had a different approach. What's the secret sauce? Okay, no, we can't talk about secret sauce.
Yeah.
What is it? What you got going on?
So I mean, if you're talking about as far as like my promotion goes, a big thing for me that I've noticed as an artist and other artists, is that they'll do what I do, but they won't do it correctly. Like, see me, I promote to people. I have like almost 5,000 friends on Facebook, and almost like, at max, let's say 500-600 of them are artists and promoters and stuff, right? And the rest are people, business owners, regular people, whatever, because that's who you want to cater to. That's who's going to buy tickets. That's who's going to stream your music. And if you sit there and you have a big Facebook or you have a big Instagram and you're doing nothing but promoting to fucking other artists and shit like that, you fall into this I like to call it a hamster wheel of going around and around and share my SoundCloud. I share your SoundCloud, bro. Like nobody gives a fuck. And that's the thing, like that's the God's honest truth. Like, if you're networking with somebody like yourself, if you're an artist and a platform's going to give you an opportunity to get interviewed, okay, yeah, then network and promote their stuff and whatever, right? Because that's just good business. But if you've got 20 other rappers in your inbox talking about share my shit, and you're like, hey, share my shit, I don't ever ask anybody to share my shit except for somebody that I know doesn't do music. Hey, if you like the song, can you share it for me? You know what I mean? Yes, other artists do share my music, and on occasion I will share other artists' music because if they're dope, they need to be heard. But 20 other guys who sit there and have a home studio that looks nothing like mine, that sit there and fucking record and go on SoundCloud and shit like that. Like, SoundCloud's dope. I'm not dissing SoundCloud. I'm just saying that's a platform that a lot of these guys use. And so it's like, you're doing yourself a disservice as an artist if all you do is promote to other artists. And like, if you're going to promote to people in the music industry, promote to other promoters, promote to DJs, promote to podcasts, promote to fucking radio stations, promote to venues, like people that'll actually be interested in what you have to say, the music that you're making, and will actually get you on a platform outside of your bedroom. Instead of, hey, bro, because I get it. It's like how people are just in general. God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's some sort of self-satisfaction, immediate what? Immediate
gratification.
Immediate gratification. It's immediate gratification when, okay, cool, he shared my video and he liked my video, but he's a rapper. He's not gonna buy your fucking album. He's not gonna buy a ticket to your fucking show. He doesn't care. He's just hoping that later on when he does something, you'll share it too. And so that's the problem. It's like these guys will sit there and they market to each other, and I can appreciate it, because I've done it. I did it when I was younger. I made the mistake too. But that's the thing. Like, you'll see and all they do is just share each other's shit. Right. Okay, so what you look like on social media as a guy who doesn't take himself serious, with shitty graphics and shitty sound quality, and you're promoting you and your friends as shit. That's what it looks like to me. And I'm not going to sit there and bother you and sit there and try to get you on a show or sit there and try to, do a song with you. Because if you don't take yourself that serious to put some actual effort into your craft and actually promote to people who may say, fuck you, then obviously you don't have any confidence as an artist if all you do is promote to other artists. And people could probably watch this and argue and say, oh, you're talking out your ass and we got a network. And yeah, your fucking network is you and your friends. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck it is. You need to stop. You need to stop lying to everybody and saying that you got fucking plugs in the industry because you don't. Okay? Mm-hmm. And so anyway, so that's my rant with that. Like, I think a lot of these guys talk out their ass and they promote to their friends and they think they're doing something, and this is coming from somebody who did it too. So it's not me just like, oh, I know everything. I know because I made the same mistake. So it's like, you got to fucking, like I said, my Facebook and my Instagram, like my Instagram is saturated with like artists and shit. I'll admit, like but like my Facebook and then, my YouTube, I just started making music again 8 months ago. So, you got to fine tweak it. But then I've also unfollowed a lot of artists, shit like that. Like you got to get your social medias right at some point, because when you really do a record that means something and you promote it to other artists, these other artists are going to want to share your shit. You know why? Because 9 times out of 10, you make better music than them. So why the fuck would they want to share your shit?
Wow. Wow. Yeah, no, I get it. Wow. Yeah, I mean, but that's the God's honest truth. I mean, that's the stone cold truth with everything you just said. The average person probably wouldn't even take that in consideration, but then again, that's why they're average, right?
Yeah, so. Absolutely. and I'm the Juggernaut, man. If you know what the Juggernaut is from X-Men, he's unstoppable.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I was just about to ask you about that because I heard you say that you took a break, and then when you emerged again, you changed your name to Jay the Juggernaut. So why did you decide to use a different name when you came? Can I say came back when you came back?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Because I was a little asshole when I was younger. My name had a lot of bud on it. I didn't always do the right business. So I've learned my lesson. I haven't talked about this in the other interviews I've done, so I can give you this opportunity if it matters.
Okay, appreciate it.
I used to rob people, and so I used to rob artists too, and so it just put a big damper. I'm just being real. We're being 100. We're being 100.
Oh, so. No, hey man, look. I mean, yeah, man, it's your truth, bro.
And so I do good business now. I try to, and so I just want that name to be solidified. And so it's like, I want artists and promoters and everybody to, and again, dude, we brought Yellow Beezy last year. Like, obviously we're doing the right shit, right? So like, we're not fucking around, but it's still like, you got to prove to people that you're really on the straight and narrow with the shit. And I just felt like a new name. And then also with me doing music, like, I just wanted something fresh. If I'm going to come at this, I got to come at it fresh. And so, and that's why it was James the Juggernaut. And so, it also represents something for me. Like, I'm an unstoppable guy. When I put my mind into something, I always go, and that's always been me though. Whether I had excuse me, mud on my name or not, I still made shit happen because I had that ambition. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't always a nice guy.
Right.
I'm still an asshole. I'm just not going to rob you.
Right.
Because I know the consequences. I'd rather put myself in a position to make some bread with somebody than try to make some bread off of somebody and then make them feel like, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. I'm also limiting how I'm doing business with people because anybody can give you some money for something. And then if shit don't work out, then they feel like you did them wrong. And, I just put myself in a position now to where if I do shit like shows with somebody or if I do work with somebody as a musician, it's going to mutually benefit us. And, or if not, then we both lose instead of you feeling like I came out on top.
Man, that's phenomenal. I mean, that's a story of redemption, and that's actually what hip hop's all about, I mean, because for most of us, like you say, you're about 26 years old. I mean, even for some of the OGs like me. I mean, it was life-saving. Like for me, it was gang banging or, playing drums and then hip hop. So, I mean, that, that's way back in the day, but even for you to be able to come back, and do it all over again. I mean, that's like one of the dopest hip hop stories I've ever heard, bro.
I appreciate it, man. And like I said, man, I've had people, I've been stabbed, bro. People put guns in my faces, and I wanted to be understood. Anybody watches, that was shit that I put myself in those positions, though. Mm-hmm. That ain't no sob story, bro. But it also puts myself in a position where, like I now I really see what people are about. So now it's just like, when somebody looks at me like, "Hey, man, you wolfing?" Nah, I'm a wolf now, though.
Big that.
Like we can make it happen. But a good friend of mine, her name's Lisa. She owns the Art Awareness Project. Out here in Yakima, a little small venue, but they're doing a lot of great things. They're opening up an amphitheater out here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that'd be dope. But she just told me just be grateful. Just be grateful and respectful. And and if these people sit there and shit on you, let them shit on you. Because regardless if you're doing the right thing or not, they're still not gonna like you because you're you. And so, and I get that. And I get that. So now it's just like I don't care. I made a post and it's like, hey, I don't really like it when people sit there and say some cute shit, but like I gotta let that go. You know what I mean? Because obviously when people sit there and want to spend the time to disrespect you is because they don't have enough time to build themselves up. So it's easier to tear somebody down so you look bigger than them and you look better than them. But see, it's a look. Because at the end of the day, everything that I have, I've earned. Same with many other people. Same like with yourself and anybody else who's built something for themselves. You've earned this shit. You've been through the blood, sweat, and tears of this shit. Like, this is you to the core. Like, this is me to the core. Mm-hmm. And it's like, now it's like, if you don't like it, then homie, you can fuck off. But, I'm also not sitting there looking for problems either because, I'm just, the kind of energy I'm trying to put out is good energy, but I'm also putting out like, it is what it is, and that's just kind of my thing. It is what it is. But, I'm also not looking for somebody to sit there and have me prove I'm somebody. You should never have to prove you're somebody to anybody because then that makes you a nobody. If somebody knows that you're somebody, it's because you're a somebody and that it has nothing to do with nobody. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Yeah, that's deep, man. I mean, that's good game right there, bro. I mean, anybody out here watching this and listening, man, peep game, because this man is telling the truth. I mean, that's wise words coming from a young man. You know what I'm saying? Dig it. Dig that.
Hey, yo, I want to give it up for the homie. You dig what I'm talking about? James the Juggernaut is the man. You dig? Oh, yeah, the Juggernaut. I'm Gotti the Juggernaut, and we gets down. It's
the young fly flash, ladies holla at me. I'm so far ahead, got them all trying to catch me. Young fly flash, young fly flash, young fly flash. Catch me, no, young fly flash. Ladies holla at me. I'm so far ahead, got them all trying to catch me. Young fly flash, young fly flash, young fly flash, catch me where the cash. Mr. Young Fly Flash, ladies holla at me. I'm so far ahead, got them all trying to catch me. Young Fly Flash, young Fly Flash, young Fly Flash, catch me where the cash.
Oh me, oh my, so fly. You know I'm getting money when you see me pass by. So flashy, that's why them haters ain't but still can't get past me. I do it.
Juggernaut, gonna fall, boy, I better not. They be talking out their neck, yeah, like they something hot. I've been an asshole by nature, better not forget. You've been fraud since the start, don't act like we forgot. Rented cars, rented change, like y'all a finna pop. Paperwork gangsters when it gets hot, you call the cops. Thought you knew nobody in your city believing you. The internet misleading you, that's why your female leaving you, that's facts. That's why it's causing you cardiac arrest. Better have your pieces when you play this game of chess. I broke every yellow easy, I don't gotta flex. Mr. Criminal's been a friend since Rich was Scarface. Cheddar cheese, chase us in this rat race. No one can stop our current pace. Better pass the plate. I've been sitting docile, that was a mistake. Fuck around and get misplaced because we came to reign and taking no names.
Fly flash, ladies holla at me. I'm so far ahead, got them all trying tryna catch me. Young fly fashion, young fly flash, young fly flash. Catch me where the cash is. The young fly flash, ladies holla at me. I'm so far ahead, got 'em all tryna catch me. Young fly fashion, young fly flash, young fly flash. Catch me where the cash is.
Oh me, oh my, so fly. You know I'm getting money when you see me pass by. So flashy, that's why them haters hate but still can't get past me. I do it.
Young fly and I'm flashy. In my pocket, baby, where the cash be. Had 4 girls, about 100 men, run this thing like a track meet. My record talk ain't gotta speak. Done made a meal without being meek. I rode a stallion, named Megan, so you know I had a big old freak. Switching lanes was that top down. Dirty water talk, muddy cup. We ain't tripping by the hater, man. We living good and pulling up. Got blue flakes as my best friend. Money bag talk dividends. NBA, I was born to ball and I keep the rock high above the rim. I'm the hottest in the city, man. Let's keep it really, really. Who the schools be calling when students be getting jiggy, jiggy. They done made a statue, you can see it on the TV. Now these boys are Latin, just rubbing the Lamborghini, genie. Yeah, I'm the hardest, it's time to accept the fact. I done pulled a Drake, move on your fave, went back to back. What you say? I'm the hardest, it's time to accept the fact.
I done pulled a Drake, move on your fade, went back to back. Mr. Young fly flashy, ladies holla at me. I'm so far ahead, got 'em all tryna catch me. Young fly flashy, young fly flashy, young fly flashy. Catch me where the cash is.
You can find me in the drop top, caddy to the lag. Roll out, get that paper, then we bring it back. Cause we some hustlers, yeah, we be hustling. Dope city hustlers, yeah, you be loving. You can find me in the drop top, caddy to the lag. Roll out, get that paper, then we bring it back. Cause we some hustlers, yeah, we be hustling. Dope city hustlers, yeah, you be loving.
You might catch me in a bucket or an old school classic. Looking real filthy, man, counting the cash. I fly it in the Falcon, about as high as a mountain. And suckers, you can fuck them, cause I just ain't around them. Rolling with my posse out in 206, feeling it. And crime pays, baby, we gon' stack it to the ceiling, shit, yeah. I'ma make my money up for pastime, loud shit, and grind, homies, follow now we start shit. Spark clips and get it for the dirt cheap and push it to the market. Really how you want it, Rags gon' do it to the motherfucking morning. Dog City, here.
You can find me in the drop top, caddy to the lag. Roll out paper, then we back. Cause hustlers, yeah, we be hustling. Dope hustlers, yeah, you be loving. You can find me drop top, caddy to the lag. Roll out paper, then we bring it back. Cause hustlers, yeah, we be hustling. Dope city hustlers, yeah, you be loving.
Mr. SLE, yeah, double T-E. I make it look so easy the way I stay greasy. Fat man, but all these girls wanna please me. These cheddar bar rappers be sounding so cheesy. I'm from Yakima, where gangsters break you down and crack your jaws. Palm Springs and Wall Street, get stripped down to your drawers. Face down and pockets ran on you all along. I'm a Yaktown citizen, a dope city veteran. Show me another rapper in my city, I ain't better than. I go to war with anyone with a pad in a pen. Well, you guys hustle that 9 to 5. We'll be the block around the clock, 365.
You can find me in the drop top, caddy to the lag. Roll out, get that paper, then we bring it back. Cause we some hustlers, yeah, we be hustling. Dope city hustlers, yeah, you be like, yeah, you be. Find me in the drop top, caddy to the lag. Roll out, get that paper, then we bring it back. Cause we some hustlers, yeah, we be hustling. Dope city hustlers, yeah, you be loving. You can find me in the drop, me in the lag. Roll out, get that get that back. Cause we some hustlers, yeah, we be hustling. Dope city hustlers, yeah, you be loving it.
Rich lifestyle.
Young Noble Outlaw,
Juggernaut.
the
Young
homie
Noble.
Mr. Rags,
What the fuck it is?
Dope City Records, Yakka Vegas, Sinsec, get your money, yeah, Outlaw for life, this is Outlaw for life. Look, I'm Young Noble the Nasty, my flow is acid, my voice is raspy. Don't even that. I'm young. Why the fuck we took so long? Got the streets fiending for that new Outlaw album. This that dope city record shit with Mr. Rags. Reppin' Yakka Vegas, clapping at you haters. I'm an outlaw warrior, Machiavelli trained. I was talking. All my Sunset homies, yeah, they feeling the same. Do this for dead homies, they ain't died in vain. I'm the hope for the hopeless, the voice of the voiceless. Ghetto gospel, inspiration to get focused. Tomorrow ain't promised. Today I'm just coping. 24/7 I grind, shop open. Tomorrow ain't promised. Today I'm just focused. 24/7 I grind, shop open. The paper don't stop and the world keeps spinning, so the haters don't quit cause my team keep winning. I'ma keep doing my thing. I'ma keep doing my thing. Look, the paper don't stop. The world keeps spinning. All them hoes gon' watch cause my team keep winning. I'ma keep doing my thing. I'ma keep doing my thing.
All about me and all I want is cash. Call me rags, money bags, coming out the yak. Feel the switcher to the tip and watch me stack my cash. Got a bad little bitch and she love my swag. I'll be gone for a minute, but I'll be right back. Lil' mama know the business, so she don't talk back. And I've been the outlaw since all lies on me. And she do what I say, had a friend like me. If I gotta speak from the heart, I'ma speak the truth. Glory come with guts and even crime pays too. And if a sucker shoot me and I live, then he through. I live for my kids, so they born to ball too.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the bad.
The paper don't stop and the world keeps spinning, so the haters don't quit cause my team keep winning. I'ma keep doing my thing. I'ma keep doing my thing. The paper don't stop, the world keeps spinning. All them hoes gon' watch cause my team keep winning. I'ma keep doing my thing. I'ma keep doing my thing. Sunset for life, I'ma ride my beef. Beef story of my life, written in ink. I'm in the clink, spitting rhymes through the pipe in the sink. See, huh? Yeah, what the fuck you think? Outlaw for life, outside the dream. Outside the box, unorthodox schemes. Bro, skin concrete, my mama's a thing. Spit through the fire, on fire like kerosene. So fly in my Machiavelli jeans. That's Vegas bound, make the haters bow down. Town business, now I'm world renowned. Yeah, every city where I hold my crown. There's a ghetto up in heaven, Pac smiling down.
James Juggernaut, Rich Lifestyle Music Group. Yeah, you know who I be when I step up on the scene. Mr. SLE, yeah, double TE. Hooked up with Mr. Rags, so green cash in the duffel bags, automatic weapons, don't forget the mess.
Together you and I can get through anything. No matter where we are, hay amor. Tú eres todo lo que necesito. Baby, hold me close.
I need enlightenment and you were there for that. You rushed to my rescue and I really needed that. All the demons I've had to combat, you've held me down and helped me overcome all of it. It's all because of you I choose to be a better person. Flaws stay the same but my actions a different version. I'm sorry for mistakes of our relationships past. I'd rather stay home with you than go out and trying to be a better me, not the clone of my dad. I know it's hard to stay when you think I'm doing you dirty. All the lies and constant flirting, but I promise I'm changing.
Ay, amor, don't let go. Ay, amor, don't let go. No, together you and I can get through anything. No matter where we are. Ay, amor, tú eres todo lo que necesito. Baby, hold me close. Don't let go, no.
No Superman, but you saved me. A new man is what you made me. Is that a bird or a plane? Nah. Is that about the name James? You stood with me when I got back in the game. Hard of a lion, so you know I'm hard to tame. You the one who kept the same when everyone else changed. No Mel Gibson, but you kept my heart brave. Even with my faults, you still kept it real. Even when you're angry, still cook me a meal. Long nights, each other's arms, talking about our feels. Long nights, each other's arms, talking about our feels.
Ay, amor, don't let go.
Hey, what's happening? So we had a little technical difficulty. So I'm gonna start off from when I asked James the Juggernaut about his new album, Get the Gringo. So let's continue. My bad. Here we go. Sideshow.
So get the Gringo just comes from, hey, that's that white guy. We got to get him on the team. I'll put a lot of artists who are from the hood who don't really know how to use social media that well efficiently to promote this shit. I've helped them out. My boy Mr. Rags is one of them. An amazing artist, amazing artist. Doesn't know how to really use social media.
Right.
But he makes amazing music. So somebody like myself can help him get his album on YouTube or, help him with a good music video. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these guys are true to their word. Like they really are from the streets and they're worried about other shit and they don't got time for all that. So, somebody like myself who understands their lifestyle, even though I may not live it, I can coordinate and help them succeed in the ways that I want to succeed as well.
Right. Okay. So, So can you tell me about a couple of songs on the album? Anything that you would say is your standout?
Definitely Me More, my newest song right now. We're gonna go down to Texas and shoot the video with Kalen Rodriguez.
Nice song. I heard that song. Nice.
Yeah. Her husband's SPM, if you're familiar with them. South Park Mexican. Yeah. So
okay, yeah.
So that's her husband, and so we're gonna be doing the video down in Texas. Latin Beast TV is a huge platform on YouTube. They're kind of like a Chicano World Star Hip Hop. So they're gonna be presenting the video as well as far as Mexican Heat TV. So I expect that video to blow up. But all my videos out right now are gonna be on my album. I got a song with Swizz that's pretty dope. It's old school boom bap. Song Criminal that a lot of my Chicano homies will like. It gives them that vibe without the gang banging, but it's just some real ass shit.
Right.
I got songs with the Outlaws. The Outlaws is on the project. Shout out to my boy Mr. Rags. He made that happen for me. And then last minute I was able to get Corrupt on the project as well.
All right. That I look forward to it. Now, when does that come out?
The whole project comes out hopefully January 1st. If not, it'll come out sometime in January.
All right. Now, so you guys look out for that new album, Get the Gringo. That sounds like it's gonna be some heat.
Yes, sir. Hopefully. Yeah.
Hey, so let's get it. What's next for you, man? Like what else you got going on besides that?
We like I said, I got other music videos I'm shooting. I'm doing features for people. I've been doing a lot of interviews. I just did an interview with the Spanish station out in Seattle called Futura FM. I know I'm butchering their name and I apologize. But they gave me some clout. My girl Mexican Barbie with Southern Vibe Radio. I just did an interview with her. I just interviewed with the Peso's manager by Breezy. I'm doing a lot of PR right now, man. I'm doing a lot of podcasts and doing a lot of radio interviews. Because as I present myself and what I have on my records, it's a body of work that a lot of these independent artists don't have right now.
Right.
Being honest. So it's like,
right.
It's interesting. It's also really interesting that, I've noticed this, and I'm sure because you're from the Northwest. There's a lot of white boys now, but they're all talking about the same shit. And
like, what do you mean by the same shit? What are they talking about?
Man,
come on, man.
You know what I'm talking about, man. They're all talking about the same shit.
Yeah. You don't want to tell me? Okay.
No, I'll tell you, man, because I don't got a racist bone in my body except for towards other white rappers, but I really don't fuck with them.
Really? Wow.
I really don't. I love Eminem. I mean, that's my guy. That's the GOAT to me. But I'm like, you'll notice a lot of white rappers are like, you got the horrorcore, the ICP wannabes. You got a lot of the, I grew up around a lot of Mexicans and blacks too, but I still hold myself. You get a lot of, I don't know how to say it without sounding politically incorrect. You just get a lot of false guys who try to put on an image because of where they grew up. They think they have to act a certain way, and and honestly, bro, I see a lot of white guys trying to get cute with the N-word, and so
yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? And so it's 2020, but motherfucker, it's 2020. It's not like it's 21, 2020.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's a big thing that's a big thing for me, man. I feel like, and when it comes to that, I feel like a lot of white artists have said it. You kind of get it when you grow up around certain people. Yes, I'll admit, people kind of give you a pass. You become the homie, but like, that's not a universal thing. And that's really just like, and honestly, bro, like I just, as I get older, I find it like when you're younger, it's like, okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. As you get older, it's just like, I just try to have a little bit more respect for people. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more respect because no matter what, even though this project is catering to more or less like Chicanos and that kind of vibe, hip hop will always and forever be Black music. And, us as white artists should appreciate the opportunity that we have to even be affiliated with this.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
I just feel like a lot of white artists, male and female, they get a little buzz or they get a cosign and they think that, they're this and that. And I just see a lot of disrespect too. What I don't like too, if I'm being totally upfront, I don't like a lot of them promote other white rappers and act like they're fucking God. Like Eminem's a great artist, hands down, whether you like him or not, whatever, right? I mean, that's obviously. But, if you're a white independent artist and all you do is listen to white artists, you don't really support hip hop to me. You really don't. Because,
Okay.
you know what I mean? I don't. Like, if all you listen to is a certain type of music that's nothing but white artists and you're a white artist, like, you're not, to me, you're not hip hop. You're I don't know what the fuck that is. I just feel like there's a lot of ignorance to the house of hip hop. There's a lot of lack of acknowledgement and mindfulness with a lot of these artists.
That that's deep. And I'm only you could have a perspective like that, but of course, I've never thought of it that way, but that's very interesting. Because I guess to be blunt, us as Black artists, we probably wouldn't notice that, Yeah. So dig that. Wow. Man, damn, Jay, that was deep. You stumped me with that one. Like, wow. Hey, so I have this icebreaker that I like to do with people. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do it with you. So I'm gonna I wrote this game called Which Game, right? So what it is basically you get pushed into a time machine and you basically land in a decade and you have to pick one of three jobs in that decade. Does that make sense?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want you to just look inside yourself and see what job you would pick if you landed in this particular decade. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so here's the first one. You land in the 50s.
Okay.
Okay, so in the 50s, you have three jobs that you can pick from. One is a bank robber, a gangster, or the name that I picked is Ward Cleaver. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
Okay, I didn't think so because you're young. But let's just say it like this: a total square. You know what I'm saying? Goes to work every day. You know what I'm saying? A white picket fence. 2.5 kids and a dog. You know what I'm saying? Kind of guy in the 50s. Yeah. So I know that's way far back for you. Your only reference might be movies or some shit.
Yeah. I know. I'd be a gangster because there's no cameras.
Nice. Okay, no cameras, gangster.
No, seriously, because a real gangster is going to end up being a bank robber, especially if you're working for the mafia. So you got to think about it like this: if you got a bunch of guys who are sitting there, hey, we're all straight, we ain't ratting on nobody, and we're all fucking strapped up. I could kill somebody in the 50s and nobody know about it,
right?
And so, yeah, no, everybody would fucking die, especially with the shit that I know, like. And then, I don't really date white women. You know what I'm saying? My preference is Mexican and black. And so they don't love a crazy ass white boy sitting there fucking shooting everybody.
Right.
You know? And so like that just be a lot of pussy for me out there.
And the criminal side comes out. All right. I love it. Okay. So let's move on. I'm gonna take you to the 60s. All right.
Okay.
All right. So in the 60s, you land in the 60s, and you got 3 jobs: heroin dealer, hippie, or activist.
Activist.
You'd be an activist.
Yes. Because I feel that if more white people were involved, Dr. King would still be here. And I feel like men like him are so crucial, especially hip hop, because if it wasn't for him and Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali and a lot of these people of color, back then and in the 60s and 70s, they did so many things, because with Black Lives Matters, I respect that movement. I support that movement. Like any other movement, I feel like some things could be different, but if you had those original leaders, things would be different. And I believe that. And you know what? If we're being real, like this ain't on some promo, and I'm super white. Look, man, I grew up being the only white boy. I've dealt with prejudice, okay? And I know I've never dealt with it the same that you may have, being an older black man. And, if you got children or, you know what I mean? Like, that's not my business, but you know what I mean? Like, so I can only imagine what it's really like to be, disrespected only because of the color of your skin. So, from the shit I dealt with as a kid, and then I ended up fucking hanging out with these guys, that doesn't always happen. Especially in the 60s.
Yeah.
So I would be somebody who would, probably be in an interracial relationship, because that's my preference. It's just what I'm into, and help build, these roads for people, and try to show light to the people of my color, because at the end of the day, it's 2020 right now. So I'm doing a black man's art form. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of Dr. King, because of Malcolm, you know what I mean? So I would be an activist, man. I would do the best I can to support these people, because if it wasn't for them, then a lot of people in the Latin community and black community and everybody else, we wouldn't be able to share what we call today hip hop, and the love for it.
Dig it. That's very interesting. Okay, so let's move on to the 70s. So in the 70s, you land in the 70s, you have 3 choices. You got preacher, player, and gambler.
I'd be a player.
You'd be a player. You'd be a player. Okay. All right. Now I'll be like, so like you're in the 70s, and clearly you like black and Latino women, right?
Yeah.
And so you just be in the 70s just doing your thing, huh? I mean, that's totally different from a pimp. You know what I'm saying? That's just
no. And that's the thing, and I respect pimps and and women who self pimp, because let's be honest, a lot of them do now.
Mm-hmm.
But no, man, I'm about I would be about pussy all day. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. I got a job. I make my own money. I don't need to make money off a woman. You know what I mean? I would just be chasing pussy all day. That's all I'd be doing. And it's like 50 Cent said. What? I'm not a player because I bought a bitch a couple fur coats. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Anyways, no, man, I'd be playing for sure.
All right. Let's say the 70s pussy is the best pussy anyway. So that's what I heard. But okay, that's a good one. Now we're moving on to the 80s, right? So in the 80s we got pimp, crack dealer, or rapper.
I wouldn't rap just yet, so I'd probably be a pimp, because the way they gave people life in prison and destroyed them for the crack epidemic, I wouldn't want to be involved in that.
That's an interesting way to look at it. Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean pimping was damn near legal back then. I mean they didn't have a handle on it.
Yeah.
You know.
So I mean, and that's the thing. You know, if I was a player in the '70s, I would definitely be pimping in the '80s. You know, because rap then was so fresh. You know, with the the Run DMCs, and even before then, you got the Shaolin, you got all them guys. The Black Panther movement was even involved in early hip hop.
It was.
Fucking what was it called?
Back then you're looking at Africa Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying?
Five
percenters and all kind of stuff. I mean, like, because a lot of stuff kind of converted into hip hop.
Yeah, like the Zulu Nation. You had a lot of, it would not be a good idea being a white boy trying to rap in the '80s. No,
well, unless you're the Beastie Boys, but that was probably.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, Vanilla Ice came out in '90, and I've met Vanilla Ice. I mean, he's a great guy. But he was a joke, and the Beastie Boys were more or less rock and roll.
That's true. Yeah, punk rock.
Yeah, like they rapped, but they were punk rock. They were only ever honestly considered hip hop from what I can see, going into the '90s because of the style, the way that they made their music, and of course, they want to be the guys who influenced Eminem, because who the fuck wouldn't be? Who the fuck wouldn't want to be? Yeah, we made Eminem because the Beastie Boys made Eminem.
Right.
Honestly. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Okay. Well, here's our last decade. So now we're in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? So, in the '90s, you can be a killer, a scammer, or a burglar.
A scammer.
So a scammer, that's like checks and credit card, whatever. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of white collar crime type shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, that concludes our game. Which game? You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you playing, Jay the Juggernaut. Man, look, it was a little rocky. We got through this thing though, man. I appreciate you so much for taking the time out to be on the sideshow, man, and rocking with your boy, RC the Trackaholic, man. I love Yakima. Every time I go to Yakima, bro, like every time we went there, like it was really nice. Like they really treat us good. I mean, like it's like superstars, really. So, all love to Yakima, Spokane, you know what I'm saying, Pasco, all those places we used to come up there and tour and everything. So I get it, man. And clearly it's spawned another great person and another great artist in yourself, man. And I really appreciate you just rocking with us, man, and giving us up some good game,
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I mean, hip hop is my heart to the core, and it has been for a long time. So it's like, if you're gonna do something like this, you got to put your all into it. I really am a hip hop head. For anybody who's listening, I know who KRS-One is. I know who Busy B is. I know who Kumo D is. Big Daddy Kane. We can talk about Grandmaster Flash. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't.
Save that for the red couch.
Huh?
We'll save that for the red couch.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like so I appreciate people like yourself, man, and I'm very grateful that people even take an interest in me. Considering I'm not even a big artist yet. So
you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly, man. Absolutely. It's all start. You just you take the wins when you can, and you roll them into an unstoppable force, which is a juggernaut.
Definitely. Dig that, man. With that, you guys, we about to get up out of here. Once again, you have been watching The Sideshow with Jay the Juggernaut and RC the Trackaholic. HHNS, make sure you go and download that app for exclusive news and our radio station. This video will be up on it soon. I'm stacking my content, and I'm gonna throw all my all the Sideways episodes on there too as well. So once again, HHNS, go to your Apple Store, go to your Google Play, download that. And Jay, man, I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful career. You know what I'm saying? And watch out for COVID.
Man, you too, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks, bro. With that, we are out. Peace out.